Hello there to nobody. This is Rebecca at Spoonfed No More. Okay, so I'm going live because I should not be awake right now. And so if I'm going to be awake right now, it'd be nice to be awake with some of you guys. Um, Today marks my first weekend off work in like months. So to celebrate my first weekend off work, I wanted to like party hardy with my friends last night, which is just four of us sitting around playing board games. And by 10:30, I was falling asleep, and so I went home. I stayed up a little bit later, but then I woke up today, my first weekend off in forever. I woke up this morning at 6:30. 6:30. And I was like fully rested, wide awake. So now I'm up, got my coffee. Any of you guys have coffee too? I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, so you guys have to you have to chat so so I have something to talk about. Hey, how do you pronounce that? Sophistry? Sister Sophistry? Hey, what's up? It's cool that you have Saturday off too. I am definitely going to London. Guys, I have enough money for London. I'm definitely coming to London. The only reason I wouldn't go to London is if by some horrible procrastinator miracle I don't renew my passport in time. So you guys have to keep bugging me to renew my passport because if I don't, then I can't go even if I buy the ticket. So Rebecca, renew your passport. Rebecca, renew your passport. Rebecca, renew your passport. I'm super excited. Super excited. I will definitely accept a pint at the pub afterwards. I'm wondering if it's gonna be my first time in Europe, so I'm thinking I might as well make it a big trip, especially if it's so far away and I already have decent enough money for it because I got my tax returns back. I drink tea too, just not first thing in the morning. Um, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I think I'm gonna make it a big trip so that I'm there for both protest weekends. I think I might arrange it so I arrive like right before the first weekend and I leave right after the second weekend. There's Hannah Beth that lives in Essex that I want to see. Um, yeah, but I think it'd be really cool to go for both weekends and I get to meet like two different groups of people. It's not a guarantee yet. Don't quote me on it. Wrap up well as out summers are probably equal to your winters. As in London summers are cold? Is that what you're saying? I hope not. I can handle cold weather. I'm not a yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of hope you're gonna get the money, and then you'll probably get the money. It's usually how it works for me. There's no way that London summers are colder than Montreal winters. Guys, I live in Canada. The winter is like minus 20 degrees Celsius always. Um, Ooh, hey Ricky. Yeah, that was a topic that was way off subject from my other topics about Alcoholics Anonymous. Way off topic from everything else that I usually talk about. Yo, Serge, comment ça va, mon ami? Um, but, but, I try to make my channel about mental health, and I try to make it so it's a snapshot of whatever I'm thinking and feeling at the moment that I record. So even if it's something I don't agree with, like something I posted 3 months ago that I don't agree with now, I'll still leave it up because that's how I felt and that's what I was thinking at the time. And so at the time when I posted the video about Alcoholics Anonymous, it was very relevant in my life And I think with that one, I don't even frankly, I never rewatch my videos. It's like an online journal for me. It's great. But I never rewatch my videos, so I have no clue really what my positions were in that video. But pretty sure that I stand on. Ooh, is that making any sense? I still stand with on whatever I said. I still agree with. I think. Yeah. It's weird. I've never done a live video like this before, except for when we were in Warwick. But that wasn't quite the same because it wasn't just me sitting and talking. Um, and I don't really know what to talk about. Let me think of a good subject. Dodgy ticket touts at Heathrow rip you off. Heathrow. I'll figure it out. I'm not a big planner. Not a big planner at all. I think. Pardon me. I think all I'm gonna do is just buy my plane tickets and figure the rest out when I get there. Um, yeah. Like even for the trip to Warwick, I ended up missing my bus home and being stuck in New York for like 8 hours by myself. Yeah. Ooh, there was a really long comment there, but I didn't get to read it. I haven't even, frankly, I haven't even looked at prices for plane tickets. I haven't done anything. I'm the worst procrastinator in the world. And I think I have to renew my Medicare card before I can renew my passport. And my Medicare card's been expired since September. And my license has been expired since not last September, but the September before. So yeah, I'm a really big procrastinator. Yeah. Okay. What's a good subject, Rebecca? Oh, okay. So, guys, talk to me about cart crashing. So there are a lot of carts in downtown Montreal. And now that I have weekends off, it's kind of a trek for me to get downtown Montreal. I have to take a bus, and the bus is probably like 20, 30 minutes. Depends. It could be longer if I take two buses, whatever. But I love going downtown, and every time I go downtown without fail, not every time, I would say maybe 80% of the time, hey, um, maybe 80% of the time. Sorry, I'm trying to respond to every comment because my goal of making this live video is not for you guys to just sit and watch me while I speak live. It's to interact because, frankly, I didn't know what to talk about. So I'm trying to read every single comment and I'm trying to acknowledge them, but my eyes are not that quick. What was I saying? Yes. So I want to like plan some from Brazil. Cool. Uh, Whenever I say the word Brazil, I taste Brazil nuts. Like the actual nuts that grow on trees. You know? And from Ireland, and from London, and where's Hertfordshire? I don't know. Yeah, so I want to have a more planned approach for crashing carts. I don't think it really necessarily makes a huge impact to speak to the humans that are from Australia. You guys are awesome. I'm talking to the whole world right now. I mean, it's 19 people, but it feels like the whole world. Um, yes, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure it makes much of an impact to, go for the people that are standing at the carts, like the Jehovah's Witnesses. My goal when I crash carts, I've never filmed it before, but I've done it quite a bit. My goal when I crash carts is one, to get as much literature as possible. So I normally don't say anything to them or I pretend to be interested for a few seconds and I just gather the literature. And I'm like, can I take one of each? And because I live in Montreal, we've got some in English, some in French, and then they have other like random languages at the bottom. So I'll take one of each in English, one of each in French, and they look at me and they'll be like, you read French? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's for my French friends. And I keep taking them, and then I take the ones in like Spanish or Chinese or whatever, and they're like, you're gonna read that, and I have some Chinese friends too, and I keep going until I have like a stack full of literature. Last time, the elder actually grabbed my arm, and my non-Jehovah's Witness friend was like tripping out. I was like, don't touch me. And she was like, that's not aggression. The words in French we call it agression, but what do you call that in English? Assault. She was like, that's assault. Da 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 da. Because the guy really grabbed my arm like hard too. I think he remembered me from another car crash. I'm horrible at remembering people's faces, so yeah, I think you're right that the videos of cart crashing reach more people than the actual cart crashing. So what else? What the other thing I was gonna say is that, so my goal is not necessarily to get to the Jehovah's Witness that's standing there, is to get as much literature as possible, but I want to add the goal to, to getting a message out to the public. So I want to figure out what the exact rules are in Montreal, because they don't just stand on the street, they'll stand inside the metro. It's like the underground train system. They'll stand in the spot where everyone's rushing in and out. That was a coffee burp. Give me a second. So I want to know what the rules are for that, and if anyone can just stand there, well, then I want to stand there with them with a sign, and whatever the sign says, it'll be for like the general public walking by, and then I can, you know, talk to people about it. I don't know. I talk to the people at the cart too, but they're not having it. They're not listening to anything I'm saying. They're responding the same way I would have responded when I was a Jehovah's Witness, and it's just they're in robot mode. It's not going in. However, sometimes I don't know. That's it. I do mention all the things, the two witness rule, the Australia Royal Commission, all of that. I mention it all, hoping it goes into their brains. Hey, Andrea. Andrea's my auntie. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to the kids. Good morning to Uncle Aaron. What did Jehovah witness anyway? Why won't he tell the police about it? Good question. What did Jehovah witness? Well, according to Jehovah's Witnesses, Jehovah witnessed everything. So, yeah. Yeah. So, if I get enough like courage or maybe a very solid idea, I'll go downtown today and look for a cart or two to crash. Um, yeah. So the sign that I wanna, yo, Aaron, see that's my uncle Aaron. How's it going? Um, the sign that I would want to hold in front of the carts to be like, "Good morning, the apostate family. That's Maggie. Hey, it's all my friends. This is so nice." Um, the sign, the sign that I would like to hold, like standing in front of carts, so like not even acknowledging the people on the carts, but just to the general public, is uh, Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Ask me how, or ask me why. No, ask me how. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. Oh, it's even nicer in French. Okay, so I can have one in French and one in English and have people talk to me, and I think I will film it if I do it today. That's it. The less writing on the signs, the better. So, but I really want to get the point across about them protecting pedophiles. So I don't want to just say Jehovah's Witnesses protect pedophiles, because that can be a misleading statement. It sounds like a human physically protecting another human. But I prefer Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Great idea. Oh no, I missed that, Maggie. Whatever you wrote. Oh, I know. I can press this button and then it shows up. Magic. I'm going to have you ask the elders if there's a pedophile in your hall recently. Yeah, I like that too. The only difference is that's talking to like active Jehovah's Witnesses, whereas I want to target more the worldly never dubs, as I call them. So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it's early enough in the morning, and I have a bus pass, unlimited bus and metro all month for $50. Amazing. I have a bus pass. Get it printed on t-shirt, wear it all day. That's a good idea too. I definitely want some t-shirts made. I have a bus pass. I have the time. I have a free open day. I think I'm gonna go cart hunting today. I think so. My trouble is I just get so sickeningly. That's not a word? Sickeningly. What am I trying to say? What I was gonna say is sick to my stomach, but like, so, not sickingly, help me. Sickeningly, so sickeningly nervous. Thank you, Ricky. That, I get insanely nervous when I go up to the carts. That's why I usually just grab as much literature as I can and I go. And then when they ask me, like, are you gonna read it or whatever, I just go like, oh no, it's all going in the garbage, thanks, and then I walk away. I've had a couple times where they chased after me and tried to get the literature back, but one time the lady working in the metro actually pulled me aside and was like, good for you. Da 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 da. Yeah, I want to like. We need to infiltrate the system somehow. Find a way to actually figure out how many pedophiles are in all these halls. But we need like a physically in, mentally out elder in every single hall who can dig through the files and like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Uncle Aaron, that's a great idea. I should get my own cart. Guys, look what my friend gave me. So, okay, you'll see how big of a doofus I am. So, I've been saying that I've wanted one of these for a while, and he had one, so he got me one. It's like a construction vest, whatever. So, anywhere I go, I can be like, excuse me, I'm on official business, like carrying a clipboard and wearing my vest. I think that's a great idea. I can usher them out of the metros. Be like, sorry, folks, you can't have your carts here. The metro police say that you need to go now. See, according to my orange vest and clipboard, you have to go. I have so many ideas for this vest this summer. I'm gonna pull so many jokes all over the place. Wait, I have to be holding a clipboard too. Holding a clipboard and the vest, sunglasses on. No one will know what's going on. Maybe I can wear the orange vest and go to the assembly and like direct cars. Direct cars the wrong way or something, like do the parking as if they let a woman do the parking, right? It's true, it's only men that do the parking at assemblies, isn't it? I need a hard hat, but it has to be like a really funky hard hat. I have to like decorate it, and so I'm waiting. I did get a hard hat offer, but it was not the right one. I'm waiting for the perfect hard hat so that I can be a real goon. I should bring my vest to London, but you know, if I'm gonna get arrested anywhere, I'd rather it be my home country. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. I want to show up on construction sites and pretend to be a safety inspector. Yeah, well, Paradise Lost, the only reason I'm doing the live video right now is because I was up too early. So I figured if anyone else is up really early on this Saturday morning and is looking for a way to kill time, just like I am, then the bunch of us can hang out here. What's a shoffer horn? Is it a horn that goes doo 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 doo? I don't know. The police won't arrest me in the UK. I hope not. I don't want a criminal record. Then I can't work with kids anymore. That wouldn't be cool. Ugh. It's a Jewish horn. Okay. Okay. What sound does it make? A Jewish horn. So, it's the only way I get to visit you. Yeah, Uncle Aaron. I've been meaning to ask if I can come visit you soon. At an assembly. Oh, that would be, blowing a very loud horn inside an assembly. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I don't like bothering Jehovah's Witnesses, like active Jehovah's Witnesses, because they're all victims. I just see them as victims. Even, what was it, yesterday? No, Thursday. What day is Thursday? On Thursday, I'm in the car with my friends, and we passed by a street that actually, yeah, they're both elders. Two elders and their families live on. And as we're passing by the street, there's a car that pulls out onto the street that we're on from that street. And it was a car full of regular pioneers, basically. So there was one elder who was on my judicial committee for when I got disfellowshipped, and his wife, and I couldn't see who was in the back, but it was so funny because I looked at the time and it was like 150 something, and I just remembered being a Jehovah's Witness and going to the Thursday afternoon groups on that street, and I would be in that car group with those pioneers, and that would be on the months when I was auxiliary pioneering, and it just made me so angry to see them. And I like, every time I see witnesses or Kingdom Hall, I'll scream out, I'll be like, Jehovah's Witnesses! Jehovah's Witnesses! And my friends are like, where? We're gonna beat them up. And I'm like, no, no. I don't know why it makes me yell every time, like if I see a goat or something, you know, but no, it's Jehovah's Witnesses. So I like announced it super loudly. But it occurred to me that I used to be in that like exact car group. But then after the angry feeling settled for a bit, then well, after my friend was going on about should I pull over and punch them in the face, then I stopped and I was like, no, we don't want to hurt these people. They're victims. It's not their fault. They're victims just as much as I was. Yeah. Yeah. So the point of that was I wouldn't really feel comfortable blowing a horn inside of an assembly hall. But that's why. Sorry, I'm super burpy this morning. Yes, Liam Smith. I have seen that. There we go. And yeah, super informative. So it was because of her video that I decided that I wanted to go to both weekends, not just one, because how are you supposed to choose between 2 weekends when you could do both? So I'm going to try to make that happen. There's something else I was about to say. Derek O'Hare. I would love to go. Okay, if I was sitting with Derek O'Hare, I would do anything. This is so funny. Maggie, are you going to one weekend or both weekends? You should do both weekends because I'm thinking of doing both weekends. We should do it. I think the best day is going to be the 11th, but wouldn't it be great to be there for all the days? I think that would be great. Yeah, Uncle Aaron, I should get my own cart with my vest and a clipboard. Yes, Maggie, let's do both weekends. Let's do it. It would be great times. All right. What's the next thing to talk about? Cool anti-witness. Glad you made it. Well, Maggie, we'll figure it out. We won't have trouble finding somewhere to stay, I'm sure. Plus, wouldn't it be fun to sleep on the streets of London? I think that would be great. What's the 2-foot rule, and Auntie Aaron, Uncle Aaron? The 2-foot rule. I don't know that one. No, I'm wondering if they have to get permits to set up at in the metros, the cars I mean, in Montreal. Because if they need I don't recall them needing permits, but we'll have to see. So I think I'm going to make a sign this morning. But it has to be a sign that's both French and English, because downtown Montreal is predominantly English. We should call STM. Yeah, it's a good idea, Selsh. Hey, Selsh, you should do that while I'm doing this video here. Call the STM and be like, yo, what's the situation on the metros and stuff? And then I won't have to do it if you do it for me. Okay, so if I need a sign, what do I have here that I could use for a sign? I have paper, but that's flimsy. What should we use? I'm gonna make a sign and then I'm gonna be lazy and decide to stay home all day. It's not a sunny day at all. There won't be a lot of people out. It's a little mucky out. Oh, sorry, I have to read these things. Are they open? Oh, Serge, you actually don't have to call them. That was a joke. Yeah, but see, if I go to Dollarama to get something to make a sign, I want it to be a sign that I can keep in my backpack all summer, because I'm definitely going to be downtown a lot this summer. I don't know why I'm all hunched over like this. I'm definitely going to be downtown a lot this summer, and I always have my backpack with me. So then, if I'm like, oh, look, a cart of Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm walking with my friends, and I'm like, hold up, you guys, just wait 5 minutes. And then I stand next to them and pull out my sign. It's like wherever they go, I'm there with my sign. That's what I want my sign to be. So I have to find something that can fit in my backpack, that can fit. Should I choose just a French or English message? Like one or the other? A canvas sign? I do have canvas. And then I can roll it up. Genius! But all my canvas is painted on. I could paint a really cool sign that makes people stop and look. I like these ideas. Canvas. Should I destroy one of my canvases and paint over it? No, Maggie, I didn't get my passport yet. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. Okay, let me check out my canvases. I have this one here, which is a painting that never got finished. It's just like a background. It's already a pretty cool background for a sign. This part here that looks mucky is actually metallic paint, so it's like shiny silver. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut this bad boy up. You guys ready? Let's cut it out and make a sign. I would just have Australia Royal Commission and JW's written on it, as people are naturally inquisitive. It's true. Once I was driving on the street and I saw, no, don't tell me to wait, I already stabbed it, it's done. It's not destroy, it's transform. Rien ne se perd, rien ne se crée, tout se transforme. There you go. What was I gonna say? Yes, once I was driving on the road, and that is a good idea to write the sign before I cut it out, since it's already stretched on the canvas. You guys are full of good ideas this morning. Do I want the sign to be this whole canvas size? I think so. Should I change the background before I write the message on it? Because this mucky part, though it is silver, it just looks mucky to me. Maybe I'll just keep this bottom part because I kind of like the colors. You guys can't really see it that well on there, but they're some pretty funky colors. What do you think, Rebecca? Change the background or keep it? No, I think I'm going to keep it. Let me make it purpler. I'm an artist, it hurts to watch. I know, Uncle Aaron, but all my art is like, on scraps of paper, or like this canvas has been painted on probably 7 times. Like I have so many canvases that I just pick them up and, paint over. Okay, I need black paint, and I think I have some handy. And I also need to go pee, so like hold on for 1 minute, yeah? Black paint, that's not enough. Black paint. I lost it. Oh man, such a doofus. I go through black paint like crazy. So all I have is like half of this little tube left. And I have this tube here, but there's like really not much. And as for paintbrushes, while I have about 1,000,000 paintbrushes, they are all ruined with dried paint in them. The only clean paintbrush I have right now is this little fella right here. So, unless, hey, there's a paintbrush. Give me a second. Oh, I actually found 3 more clean paintbrushes. That's amazing. Use green as a background as well. Human eyes are naturally attracted to it, and that's why paramedics in UK wear green. Well, part of the background is green, but I think the background needs to be... No, I'm going to keep it exactly as it is, because for whatever reason, that's what my artist brain decided to churn out probably a couple years ago. So, if that's what the artist brain wanted, that's what the artist brain will get. As per the Montreal Metro website, they are allowed as long as they do not block the way. Alright, well, I won't block the way either. Merci, Serge, j'apprécie. French on one side, English on the other. It's big enough for me to write both messages. Okay, I need to plan this properly. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Plus, it's alliteration, so it's great. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. That's longer in French. I think I need to do one language on top and one on the bottom. Say something about how there are never 2 witnesses. I can't write anything too long. I just want something that's going to because in the metro, people are just they want to catch their train, so they're walking quickly. But if they see someone there with a sign, they're going to read it. And so it has the word Jehovah's Witness and it has the word pedophile in the same sentence. So even if they don't have time to read it, their subconscious is going to pick that up and it's just going to put one more dose of negative connotation to the word Jehovah's Witness. You know what I mean? Protect pedophiles. Yeah, exactly. So I like to not plan these things out, but I also don't want to ruin it as this is my only free canvas right now. Witness policies protect pedophiles. But it's taking too much. Oh, it's long in French. Okay, we'll start with English. I think, pardon me, hopefully I have enough paint in here. But I'll keep talking while I paint. I don't know if there's any way for me to put it so you guys can see, but I don't really think so. How's that? Perfect. And then I can roll it up and keep it in my backpack. Woohoo! Oh no, I'm already having trouble. Okay. This. Oh, it's gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to give me, do a test run on paper so you do not mess up canvas. First of all, it's impossible to mess up a canvas. You can always paint over it. Do not be afraid of the canvas. Second of all, I don't mess up. When I mess up something in art, I just turn it into something else or paint over it or something like that. You can't be doing test runs and practice runs if you want to be a real artiste. You know what I mean? Check it out. It's going to stand out really well on the background. It went quite well. Surprised they stood and listened to me talking. Oh, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, Jenny. Maybe they wrote something else that I didn't have a chance to read. But I'm glad whatever it was, it went well. I'm painting the E of Jehovah's name. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a story or something to talk about. Unless if this gets boring, we can just end this here and I can live stream later when I actually head down to the metro and hold up this sign of mine. So you guys just let me know if this gets boring because I can't tell. Oh, you had Jehovah's Witnesses at your door today and you wrote that earlier and I did read it, I just forgot. This is crooked. So we'll fix that. It's hard to talk and paint at the same time, but I'm gonna do it anyway, 'cause I'm fine. Beware of pedo paradise. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Good morning, Evie. How's it going? Tell me more, Rebecca. Tell you more about what? There's not that much going on in this little brain of mine, you know? Most of the time, it's just butterflies flying around. I don't want this to be crooked, and I'm at a weird angle, so I can't quite tell. Let's hope I don't make spelling mistakes. That's a V, but it's very narrow. Haha, V, very. Okay. Try to think of something interesting to talk about, but I don't like forcing it either, because that's not natural, you know? I think when I'm in London that I'm going to do some French videos, because I thought it was really cool when we went to Warwick that there was a dude doing Italian videos. Cheese on toast. Cheese is good on anything. So, yeah, that's all I can say on that. Is this going to be big enough? What do you think, Rebecca? I think it's the best I can do. I think I'm going to write pedophiles in huge. Thanks, my nails are all chipping and falling off. Not falling off. The nail polish is falling off. Uncle Aaron, what are you arting? Hey guys, if you go to Facebook and look up Aaron White Artist, you'll see my Uncle Aaron's art, and it's amazing. Jehovah. It makes me cringe now, the word Jehovah. Oh man, I made the A and the H are stuck together. What are you doing, Rebecca? You have so much space on this canvas. Don't stick the letters together where people can't read it. That's okay, I'll put a bit of blue paint in between. Jehovah. Ah, of course you're painting a hockey stick. Okay. We need an apostrophe and an S, because the witnesses belong to Jehovah, apparently. Apostrophe and an S for the sign to make sense. Man, I just have such a strong feeling this is crooked. Has anyone ever tried multiple personality disorder to get around two witness thing? Ha 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 ha. Too bad multiple personality disorder doesn't actually exist. It's called dissociative personality disorder. And it's not exactly what mainstream media makes it out to be. Look it up. That would be a good movie though, that'd be funny. Is it crooked? I don't think it's crooked. Okay. Jehovah's. Next is the witness. I don't even think I'm going to put ask me how. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Especially if I have to write it in French too. It's not much space. I think if people are curious, they're going to ask questions. Have a couple of balloons attached and it'll attract more attention. Huh. That's an interesting idea. I don't know if I would want to be standing in the metro with balloons attached to me while I'm already holding a sign. That might be a bit much. However, no. Because even standing there with a sign, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. Short and to the point, easy to remember. Yes, I agree, Evie. That's what I'm aiming for here. Alright, we'll finish up this W. Right up here. Do you feel love bombing now? No. Do you mean right this moment? Do you mean generally in my life? the answer to both of those is no. Certainly not. Hey George, you coming to join the party? Dun, 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 dun. Is this crooked? Oh, looks good. Looks good, folks. Come up here, George. Come say hello to the folks. Come on up. Come on, George. What are you waiting for? There's a W, folks. Check it out. W. This is not super boring. I don't know. Good question. I need to make this proportionate, which can be difficult, you know. I think that eye was too small. Am I talking really quietly? I'm very focused, you see. T. Aw, it's gonna suck to write this in French. The French words are so long. I have to add ENT at the end of potage because it's plural. Jehovah's Witness. Well, come on up, George. Stop yelling at me. Come. 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 It's like he knows if he comes up here, he's not gonna get pet. Everything is so much longer in French. There's George. So, every time I get home, it doesn't matter how long I've been out, every time I get home, I give George some treats and some fresh, like ice cold water in his water bowl. Paint a Smurf on the signs. Ha 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 ha. If I thought painting letters would be long, I don't know about the Smurfs. So yeah, so whenever I get home, I give George fresh cold water, like super cold water. And, sorry, I have to do a crookedness check. We're all good. Fresh cold water and treats. But lately, he looks at the water, walks over to the table, because I'll have a glass of water on the table, but it's half empty because it's my water. And he puts his face in it to drink, and then he looks at me like, why didn't you fill the glass for me? So now I have to fill his bowl of water and fill him a glass of cold water and leave it on the table for him to drink from, because he's a little prince. Ah, beautiful S, Rebecca. Well done. Well done. Oh no, a beautiful S, but it's a little crooked, you know. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. It's not the best, but it'll do. Could have done it bigger though, because the canvas is pretty big. But I'm going to do pedophiles really big, so it's going to draw the eye, because people see the word pedophile and they go, what? That's what happened. George is your prince, of course, I understand. Yeah, of course George is my prince. He's the best. Bagpiper. Well, that's an idea, Uncle Aaron. Hey guys, my Uncle Aaron used to wear a kilt. So do you know any bagpipers, Uncle Aaron? Jehovah's Witness. Go a bit faster on the policies. P for policy. P for policy. P for pedophile. P for pedophile. Who's William Wallace? Who's Witness policies. O for policies. P O L. I can't make a spelling mistake, because you make a spelling mistake on your sign, you lose all credibility. Braveheart. I don't know what Braveheart is, Uncle Aaron. Is that a movie? Dun, 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 dun. They can't come to the door while I'm live. I live in an apartment building, plus my buzzer doesn't work. I used to be so good at talking to people in the buzzers in apartment buildings. Liam, it gets so much better. Oh, sorry, Evie, you're giving advice. C for policies. Ha 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 ha. Cool. I'm glad I'm doing this because I've been wanting to make this exact sign for a couple months now. Specifically for the summer. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles, can't you see? PDF files. Well, now I think it's getting crooked, but we'll see what happens. Should I put? No, I should put. I was gonna say, should I put my YouTube name at the bottom? But no, I should put something like jwfacts.com, right? Check this out. Oh, it's not even too crooked at all. Policy. Get that S in there. Yeah, JW Facts. I'll put JW Facts on there. Alright, policies is done. Check it out, guys. I realize that's upside down, but you know, I'll show it to you upright once it's all done. Jehovah's Witness policies. Okay, I feel like it's really getting crooked. I've got to put the P in the right place. Oh, it's definitely crooked. Okay. Okay, that'll do. I love painting over old canvases. It's so much fun. So much fun. And great idea to whoever suggested that I use a canvas. It's gonna get all squash-oodled in my backpack though. I guess I won't keep it in my backpack during the week. Maybe only on the weekends. You know, just in case. Okay, now we're doing the word protect. Keep on live. Do you mean stay alive or keep on doing this live stream? Because I'm going to keep doing this live stream until everyone leaves or until I'm done painting or something like that. Jehovah's Witness policies. Protect. 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 Oh, that's a little R. Okay. We're going to go with that. Oh. Kind of messing up a little bit here, Rebecca. Watch out. Okay, not so bad. Put the O up here. It's gonna be so nerve-wracking if I'm by myself to just like, I see a cart and I don't even say anything to them. I just walk up and stand next to them holding this sign. Oh, scary stuff. But then I think like, you know, if Armageddon were coming any day and the elders told me that this was what I had to do in order to survive it, then I would do it. So if I was willing to do something like this for them, why wouldn't I do it for an even better cause, which is against them, right? Oh, this is so crooked. Oh. Yeah, that's a crooked protect. Let's see if we can fix it. I have more black paint than I thought I did, which is pretty cool. T for protect. T for protect. This. Okay. Jehovah's Witness policies. Prot. Okay, I need a bit of a coffee break here. Pardon me, folks. Okay, Rebecca, fix this. Okay. Well, Jenny, were you rude with them? Or did you just like bring up stuff that they should research? How did it go? I don't know what I would say if Jehovah's Witnesses came to my door. I mean, I'm in the territory of the congregation I grew up in, so it would be someone from that congregation. So I don't know how I would react. I don't know if all of them know that I'm like an active apostate. I think that the current elders know that I'm an active apostate. I think my mother knows that I'm an active apostate, but I don't know if they like if everyone knows, because I've been like pretty harshly shunned by people on the street, in the grocery store, in the restaurant. Uh, so it makes me wonder if it's like because I'm disassociated or if it's like extra shunning because I'm a known apostate. Jehovah's Witness policies protect. Letter C for protect. I feel like they would shun extra hard if they know that you're an apostate, right? Okay. Well, that's good, Jenny. I don't know if they would come back at that point. Letter T. Hey, we're almost on to the pedophile. Would you look at that? Okay. Check it out. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Oh, I hope I have room for the French part. I find it funny that British people say pedophile. But like phonetically it should be pedophile because there's only one D. And if you wanted it to be pedophile, you should have two D's to like soften it. I don't know. Edophile. Ooh, that's going a bit far. Okay, let's stick them close together. I hope it's like readable, like quickly readable. Some signs it's just like everything is so jumbled and you don't really have time to read it as you walk by quickly. But I hope that this is the kind of sign that you can read as you walk by quickly. Oh, you guys are having a whole other conversation in the chat. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. D. A weekly shunning report. That would be impressive if they actually went through that much effort to determine who should be shunned and to make sure they're shunned properly. That would be really impressive. I would be honored to be on their weekly shunning report. Okay, just a little bit more paint. Wow, what's going on? I'm painting a sign right now because I have weekends off now, and so I want to spend some of my weekends crashing carts, but I would like to hold up this sign in front of the carts to target non-Jehovah's Witnesses. So I'm painting a sign right now. Da 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 do. As per the recommendation of the other people in this chat. That's the letter O. I want it to go around and back here. O. Maybe I'm sticking them too close together. Pedo. P. Oh my goodness. I'm having a brain blank. Pedophile is spelled with PH in the middle, right? Pedophile. Right? Right? Okay, thank you. Don't know why I just blanked on that one. Pedo, it'd be horrible to misspell it. P. H. I'm just checking out the spacing here, and so I'm doing like little rough drafts of the letters, and then I'll paint over them more precisely afterwards. Just want to make sure I'm spacing it out properly. I think it's getting more and more and more crooked as I add letters here, but it looks like the spacing is just perfect. It's the S's that I have trouble with, but it looks good. Alright, let me know. I'm gonna go over the pedophile part again, but can you see? Not bad. And then I'll have a French part underneath. I don't know how eye-catching it is, though. We'll have to see. It's not bad, eh? I think it'll be good. Once I have the French part in, too. And the pedophile part is bigger, so it's gonna, like, catch your eyes more. Just put that a little lower down there. Thanks, guys. Is normal sex allowed within the JW? In fact, Jehovah's Witnesses are only allowed to have missionary sex. Right? I think that's a fact. There's the O. Oh, I'm excited to cut this out after because I already stabbed the canvas, so it's just waiting to be cut. I love cutting canvas. Satisfying thing to cut. I think sideways is okay. Sideways for what? Oh, to have sex? I don't know about that. Sorry, I'm struggling with this part here. Trying to not mess it up. Go. Perfect. Okie dokie artichoke. Wow, it's been almost an hour. You guys are troopers. I would be so bored watching this. I don't understand. You guys are a bunch of weirdos. A whole bunch of weirdos. Ah, come on. So painstaking. I just want to be like, wham bam, and it's done and ready to go. Okay. I get it, Sal. It's pretty boring. Thanks for getting me the STM info. Appreciate it. What? No. Thanks, Paradise. I love you guys too. You guys are the bomb. I think I'll do more live videos. Sal, you would come crashing with me? That would be so cool. You want to go downtown today? Because I'm kind of nervous about doing it alone. You free today? Yeah? Okay, let's do it. Cool. I've never met another Montreal XJW. I'm trying to build up the community here. I found a couple Montreal XJWs. Serge is one of them. But yeah, I'm trying to build up the community here because there really isn't one at all. Next time you're near Toronto, we will crash. I've only been to Toronto twice. It was a long time ago, and it's a long drive, so I don't know if I'll be near Toronto anytime soon, but thanks for letting me know. The French community is going to the Sugar Shack soon. There's a French ex-Jehovah's Witness community in Montreal, and I am not a part of it? What the heck? I've been trying to find ex-Jehovah's Witnesses in Montreal, and you're telling me there's already like a crew set up? That's crazy. I want to go to Cabane à Sucre. I haven't been to the Sugar Shack in years. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It never occurred to me that there would be a French community. I'm such a bobo. Is Zeb single? Yeah, Zeb is single. He's single, all right. It's so funny. So when we went to Warwick, I slept in the same bed as Zeb the first night because he was gonna sleep in his car. So we were like, no, just share here. And I was like, you can share my bed, Zeb. Yeah. But I didn't know him, right? I was like a fangirl because I knew him from online. And so, I get in the bed, and he was already in the bed because I was like in and out. Everyone was like in and out of each other's hotel rooms, hanging out and stuff. So I get in the bed, and Zeb was like, "Hey, we can snuggle if you want." And I was like, "No, thank you." And he was like, "Okay, I was just kidding anyway." But it was so awkward because I had never met him. But yeah. He's really good at making things awkward. He's really funny, though. Zeb's awesome. I don't know if that story makes as much sense as how it actually happened. Anyway. Zeb is pretty cool, dude. Okay, I'm almost done with the pedophiles, which means I'm almost done with the English part, which means I can start on the French part, which means I'm almost done this thing. Well, not really. I'm maybe like halfway done. It's kind of taking forever, but I'm wondering how I'm going to do the French part because the words are so freaking long. Yes, Zeb was very humble. He's a very like meek, humble man. I love Zeb. Can't say anything bad about him at all. And I just loved his interview in the W5 piece. It made me like him even more. Really cool dude. Yeah, it is almost time to go to Field Service Group King of Faders. Very good point. So, yeah. I don't know where I was going to go with that. I was going to make like a joke, like if I was leading the service arrangement, but I just didn't feel like it, so I stopped. That's what just happened. Okay, the pedophiles is done. Check it out. Okay, so the French part. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. That's 9 words versus the English 5 words. And the words are longer. Témoins de Jéhovah politique. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. That's freaking long. I played the piano when I was little. Oh, I'm happy, Maggie. I hope you have a great day at work. Les politiques de, that can be one line. Témoins de Jéhovah, that's one. It's going to have to be 4 lines long, whereas the English one is 3 lines. I don't want to do it in pencil first. I hate pencil. That's a great idea, though. I should do it in pencil first. Actually, what works if you don't have pencil is just the back of your paintbrush. It makes little lines. Actually, not always. I guess it depends what color paint. Oh, okay, focus. témoin de Jéhovah protège les pédophiles, and then pedophile is big at the bottom, but I mean, I have trouble cutting it. Okay, I think I do need to do it in pencil. I don't think I own any pencils, because I hate pencils. But we'll find out. Oh, I definitely own pencils. Ha ha ha. Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, it looks good from far away. The colors really stand out. Ow, what the heck? When did that happen? Okay. From here to here. Let's do it. Le. I'll do it much smaller in French. Politique. Wow, that's a long word, Rebecca. Politique. De. Perfect. Témoin de Jéhovah. Oh, this is going to be perfect, actually. I'm just doing it much smaller than the English. Protège, les. Oh, even bigger, Rebecca. Interesting fact, pedophile is spelled the same both in English and in French. Okay, it's gonna fit perfect. That was a good idea to do pencil first, even though I am anti-pencil. It was actually very helpful, so thank you to whoever suggested that. Oh, I should have done pencil first for the English part, so it's so much less stressful in making it straight. Da, da, da. I should be reading what you guys are writing. Okay. Perfect. Oh, I did the first line super spaced out and then the rest all stuck together. Don't think it's gonna look that great, actually, but we'll see. What does cookie mean? What do you mean, what does cookie mean? Cookie means cookie. Alright. Oh, tough cookie. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm so dumb. I did it in pencil, but like, I did it all quick and crooked and fast, and now I'm gonna have to erase it, but you can't really erase pencil off of oil paint that well. So, we'll have to see. There might just be scribbles in the background. Come on. Maggie, did it take you this long to do t-shirts with the puffy paint? For Warwick? Because this is taking forever. And I am so impatient. Okay, next word. So policies in French is politique, which happens to be the same word as politics. Politique, politique. So politique can mean policies or it can mean politics. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Took 3 days. The colors had to dry. 3 days. That's crazy. That's a lot. I'm getting sloppy with this because I'm getting impatient. I'm trying to like rush through it. French is so pretty. Yeah, I guess it can be. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard it from the perspective of someone who doesn't understand it. So to me, it sounds like words, so it's difficult to hear the beauty in it. But there are a lot of. What I love about French is that the sentences have like a delicate composition to them. There's like, there's a lot of ofs. So, like, the sign is for cart crashing. I want to stand in front of carts with the signs to target general public. What was I saying? Yeah, there's a lot of the word of that. So like, it's not Jehovah's Witnesses. It's witnesses of Jehovah. So like, the policies of the witnesses of Jehovah protect the pedophiles. So you can't just say like protects pedophiles. Protects the pedophiles. There's a lot of small words like that in there, which is why the sentences tend to be longer. Plus, there are so freaking many silent letters, and you just kind of have to know that they're there. Like, protège, there's a silent ENT at the end of it, just to indicate the fact that it's plural. If you're protecting, if it's one person protecting, the word is protège, but it's just E at the end. And if it's multiple people, then it's protège, but it's ENT. So it sounds exactly the same, but you're adding extra letters at the end just to indicate the fact that it's plural, even though it doesn't sound any different. And everything that's plural in French, like if there's an S added at the end of it, it's silent. So like one chair, two chairs, une chaise, deux chaises. It's chaise no matter how many chaises there are. There's an S at the end of it. Les policiers, les témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. Les politiques. I hope that's the French word for policy. Can someone do Google Translate what the French word for policy is? I'm pretty positive it's politique, but it would be great to be sure before I actually finish writing the word here. Anybody? Policy in French? Is it politique? Tique at the end? Somebody? Anybody? Please. Please, I can't do it on my phone. Google Translate. Someone? What's policy in French? It has to be politique. It can't be anything else. Politique. Thank you. Whew. But speaking two languages really helps me. That would be cool. Les politiques. Alright, this is Turkish. That would be cool. Out pretty cool. I'm kind of digging this sign quite a bit. We're on to the Q. Q, Q, Q. Take care, Becca. We'll tune in later to see final sign. My video is buffering. Okay, take care, Evie. I love you. Is it buffering for everyone? Ma langue maternelle est français. My maternal, not maternal, my first language is English, but I went to French school. So, je suis bilingue. Bilingual. Okay. On to the U. Not buffering for me. Okay, good. I just want to make sure my internet connection is properly working. Okay. E. I want to make sure this isn't crooked. I feel like it's getting crooked. And it is getting crooked. So we need to make this E higher. Up here, like I originally had it. Alright. I'm thinking back to a couple weeks ago when I heard a Jehovah's Witness preaching to a worldly person at a bus stop. So I jumped in and was like, "You a Jehovah's Witness?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then I went on about the two witness rule, and she was like, actually, she didn't deny that the two witness rule exists. What she said was, there is no two witness rule, but that rule does exist in the Bible. And she quoted the scripture to me, even though she didn't know that there was an actual two witness rule. And she very highly denied the fact that there's an elder's manual. And I kept insisting for her to ask her elders, and she's like, "No, it doesn't exist. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Da 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 da." But she doesn't know about the existence of the two witness rule, but she knows about the scripture, and she knows how it's supposed to be applied, and she didn't even deny the fact that, like, the only thing she was saying was that they call the police every time, even though there's the two witness rule in the Bible, supposedly. What was I bringing this up again? I can't remember. Oh yeah, just the fact that she so strongly believed that there wasn't an elder's manual. I remember being so shocked when I found out there was an elder's manual. What? Something secret in our organization. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Guys, this is turning out to be a pretty cool sign. I'm kind of digging this old paint in the background here. Les politiques de. We're on to the de. If you guys get bored, you can just tune out. Because this must be pretty boring. Oops. That's okay, Rebecca. We'll just fix it like that. Do you guys talk to yourselves out loud when you're in the grocery store? It's really fun. You should try it. Everything that's going on in your brain, say it out loud, but only in the grocery store. Like, okay, I have carrots, but I need this, and then I also need this, but it's at the other end of the store, and da 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 da. And if you walk around muttering to yourself like that, I don't know why, I just really love doing it. You should try it. I generally speak my thoughts aloud everywhere, but in the grocery store it's especially fun. Not too sure why. Yeah, it's like watching paint dry. You are so funny. It is like watching paint dry. Is there also an expression like watching paint peel? Is that an expression too? I wonder what time it is. If I woke up at 6:30, and I think I started recording around like 7:30, 8 o'clock, but I could be totally wrong. And I've been recording for an hour and 19 minutes. It must be like 9, 10 o'clock. I don't know. Great big mystery. I'm going to be so tired tonight. Because I went to sleep late last night, and then I woke up at 6:30 this morning. Craziness. Crazy. Rebecca never sleeps. You're right, Maggie. I never sleep. But it's like this is becoming beautiful. Check it out. It's so pretty. The French part's not done yet, but the black is really standing out against these colors. Digging it. Okay. Ooh. This is a great big canvas. I'm sweating. In Brazil, it's 10:30 a.m. and where Jenny is, it's 2:30 p.m. Let's check my phone here. 9:30 a.m. in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. In the UK. Wow, that's a big time difference. 2:30, huh? Témoin de Jéhovah protège les pédophiles. Okay. I don't know if I'll have room for the jwfacts.com. I'm thinking probably not. Okay, you don't comment, it's okay. What's up, my friend? Tell me what you want me to comment about, and I will comment about it. Témoin de Jéhovah. Should I do it that small or a little bit bigger? I think a little bit bigger. Wow, that's a big T. Oh, I like these small letters much better. What kind of man can suit you? Oh, I'm not commenting on that. What are you talking about? What kind of man can suit me? It's a dumb question. What if I like women, not men? Huh? What if? Okay. I think I did these letters way too small, but we'll see. No one needs to actually read the French part. The English part can suffice. It's funny because in Quebec you have to always put the French first and then the English after when it comes to like advertising or anything, labeling of anything. It's against the law to put the English writing before the French writing. Uh, but here it's English first and French second because this is not official. Wow, I kind of messed that up a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be super small writing. I don't know if I can fix this. Look, I started the Témoin de Jéhovah part super small because I misread my pencil here. Pratique de Témoin de Jéhovah. It'll be fine. People will get the idea. I guess you don't have to put the Jehovah's Witness part super big because people can tell it's Jehovah's Witnesses. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. So I don't feel too bad about putting the Jehovah's Witness part so small. Hey Excelsior, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Oh, this is taking forever. Forever. Témoin. Gotta pluralize this. Okay. Perfect. Next. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Give me a second. Ugh. Oh no. What is going on? Do you guys see this? I don't know what I just did. Have you measured the letters and drawn some lines? I did measure. I just made my camera super disco and I don't know how that happened. Am I super disco to you guys? Wah, 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 wah. I did the letters in pencil beforehand, but I misread it. I don't know why I'm all disco. Oh, there we go. I undiscoed. That was kind of fun though. Oh no! I don't want to stop streaming. Okay, go back. No, I don't want to stop streaming. Just go away. Okay. There's not much I can do. Critique there. This is gonna take so long, and I'm starting to sweat. Because I'm in a sweatshirt. This part here is a little tricky. I can't. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. This thing is blocking my screen, and I can't get rid of it. I just got rid of it. Oh, oh, oh. It doesn't matter what mate you have. You have the ability to change the world huge. Thanks. Whatever that means. Témoin de Jéhovah. I'm like halfway through the French part. Not even halfway. Which makes me almost 3/4 through my entire sign, which is great because I just want to be done with this thing. I am horrible at committing to projects like these. I always have these ideas and then I start them and then I just don't want to ever finish them because it's so much work. So much work, 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 so much work, work, work. And I am tired of painting these black letters. Cause it's boring and I'm bored of these black letters. Ooh, I haven't done a crookedness check in a while. I hope I'm not painting these on crooked. But I don't think so. Because I did the pencil lines. No, it's fine. Okay. Gonna have to go over those letters a little bit. Like so. Okay. Here. Okay, we're on to Jehovah in French, which is the same as English but with one accent added. What does the sign say? It says Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. And it says the same thing in French. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. It's a little bit longer in French. But yeah. So the idea for this sign is to go where there are carts and to just stand next to them or in front of them while holding this sign. To, one, rattle them a little bit, and two, give a little message to worldly people. Did you paint the painting itself? Yeah, that was me messing around with oil paints probably a couple years ago. I keep my old canvases to paint over them later, and this would have been a background for something that I never actually got to. Thanks, Excelsior. Appreciate it. These letters are getting smaller and smaller, and it's gonna be illegible at some point. So yeah, what someone in the live chat suggested that I do it on canvas because I want something that I can keep in my backpack all summer. So I'll be able to roll this bad boy up and keep it in my pack. Hey George, having a good rest? Témoin de G. There's an H. Okay. Well, come here, George. I won't be able to pet you, but you can come stand next to me or lie down next to me if you want. His answer to that is a swift no. He turned around and walked away. But why would he lay next to me here when he's got a heating pad to sleep on in the bedroom? Wouldn't you want to sleep on a heating pad if you were a cat? I think I'm doing these letters way too big now. The shrinking size of letters symbolize the shrinking number of JWs. Haha. What kind of coffee do I drink? I love coffee, so if it were any choice and I could have whatever I wanted, it would be an Americano with like just a hint of milk in it, no sugar. As for regular coffee, like I said, I'll drink any coffee. I don't put sugar in my coffee, just a bit of milk. And that's that. I love coffee. Oops. Where are these carts? So I live in Montreal, and in downtown Montreal we have a lot of carts. In the summer they stand outside, but most of the time they're inside the metro stations, which is the underground train system, which, like hundreds of people use it. I've never actually seen someone talking to them. I've only ever seen them standing there by themselves. But I almost always see carts inside the metro systems. So, yay, coffee twin. Yeah. So, yeah, so I'm just gonna head to the metro. If they're not in my main metro, then there's so many metro stops I could go to where they're likely to be. Um, and I use the metros a lot in the summer because I spend a lot of time downtown. And so, like, I remember last summer I saw a lot of carts out and about. So I would like to just have a sign handy in my backpack so that when I see a cart, I can take 5 minutes and just stand next to them holding this sign. And, even if one worldly person reads it and the next time a Jehovah's Witness knocks on their door, uh, sorry, I'm reading comments at the same time, it's distracting me. The next time, like, a Jehovah's Witness knocks on their door, they're not going to listen, maybe, even if it's just one, but odds are, like, at least 20 people will read it in 5 minutes. There's so many people that are constantly circulating through the metros. There's never not people walking through. So it's a great spot for carts, but it's a great spot for unwitnessing. What's one thing you could say to a Jehovah's Witness who comes to your door to plant a seed of doubt? I would have to just mention the Australia Royal Commission, because that was the thing that woke me up personally. It didn't get me to leave the witnesses. I had already left on my own, but it was the first thing that got me, comfortable looking at apostate material, because as soon as I watched it, the Watchtower organization lost all its credibility in my eyes. So it opened the door for me to think of everything else. Témoin de Jéhovah. Alright, we're about halfway through the French part. Thankfully, because I am getting fed up. And I have to pee again. The coffee pees. Plus, I haven't had a cigarette yet today, which is pretty cool. Usually a couple hours after I wake up, I'll have my first one. But I think I'm about due for my first one. Okay. Check it out. We're almost done. We've got about 2 lines left to paint. I didn't see that. Rebecca, it's been a pleasure to follow. Now I'll go for my Saturday dinner. Enjoy your Saturday dinner. They lost their credibility in 1870. Yeah, no kidding. But, as a brainwashed Jehovah's Witness, they still had all kinds of credibility in my eyes. Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles. Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent les pédophiles. Guys, we're almost there. I'm excited. Once the sign is done, then I can put this stuff away. Yeah, I think we'll keep it small, and I'll put JW Facts at the bottom. Because if anyone wants more info, they'll know where to go without actually having to stop and talk to me. I'm sure more people will read it than I'll actually be aware of, which is pretty cool. Anyone watching Case Study 29 can see they are wrong about so much. Yes, very inhuman, absolutely. It's like you want to use semantics to discredit child sexual abuse victims. It's like, who are you kidding? Anyway, alright, we're on the last stretch. What I love about this painting that I did here is it's all rainbow colors. Like, I don't know, and Jehovah's Witnesses are pretty anti-gay, so there's that. P-R-O. This is so tedious. For goodness sakes. Oh, cool. There's ice falling from the balcony above mine. That must mean that it's somewhat warm outside. Okay, we're at protect. We have left protect the pedophiles, so it's not that many words left. Yeah, the Australia Royal Commission is golden for waking people up, because It was just so big. There's so much in it that has the potential to wake up an active Jehovah's Witness. Oh, I forgot the accent on Jehovah's name. Uh-oh. Jehovah. Not Jehovah. Les politiques, les témoins de Jéhovah protègent. Can't mess this up now. We're almost at the end. Okay. Accent here. Beauty. The ark was exhaustive in scope and condemnation. Good job. I agree. So, I hope I get to go cart hunting today. And I hope my anxiety doesn't hold me back. Because sometimes I have these grand ideas and then I end up just second guessing myself and I just don't do it. But I often wish I had done it. Because why not? Why not spend my day looking for carts to stand in front of with a sign? Why not? What better things do I have to do? Huh? Les politiques des témoins de Jéhovah protègent. Is it crooked? Not crooked. All good. I'll definitely combine it with something fun. Going to downtown Montreal is always very fun anyway, so that's why I love the idea of going downtown to go kart crashing because I love going downtown. It's quite the adventure. Maybe I can go to the museum. I can go to the museum. I can go to the old port, look at the water. I can just go for a walk. I can look for some funky little coffee shop to post up in and draw. All kinds of fun stuff to do downtown Montreal. Okay, these letters are getting bigger and bigger now. I'm almost done. Protège. Oh my goodness, I'm second guessing myself in terms of the spelling because I've been staring at this word so long. Les politiques protègent. And if it's plural, then protège needs to be plural. And if protège is plural, then it has to be ENT, right? Les politiques protègent. P-R-O-T, accent grave. P-R-O-T, accent grave, G-E-N-T, protège. Does everyone speak English in Montreal? Can I navigate without French? Absolutely. Montreal's super English. There's some areas that are more French than English, and there are some people... What's up, George? There's some people who get really mad at you if you speak to them in English, and they'll be like, oui, est-ce que je peux t'aider? And they'll like talk to you in French. But if they know that you're a tourist, like people get pissed if you talk to them in English when they know that you know how to speak French. They'll be like, Quebec's a French province. But if you're a tourist and you don't know how to speak French, I don't think people will really blame you. Almost everyone can get through with some English, and most people are very English. I live in the West Island of Montreal, which is super, super, super English. It's more like suburbia, like English suburbia. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you, Uncle Aaron, on that one. Okay, I hope I'm writing this properly. Okay, we're at the before last word. Almost done, almost done, almost done, done. Protège, le, and then it's gonna be a big pedophiles. And then I'll have space for jwfacts.com. So tedious. So tedious. So tedious. So tedious. I'm getting fed up with painting this because it's so tedious. So tedious. Gosh. Before last word is almost done. Come on. Please. Just be over now. Can't take any more. So much painting. Too early for this. Oh, I'm really whining, aren't I? Oh, make sure it's not crooked. Oh, this is a great sign. I'm loving it. All I have to do is write the French pedophile, and then there is a GoFundMe to send me to London. However, no pressure because I already have enough money to pay for my flight. So by the time it gets to August, I should have enough like spending money. Um, yeah. If you're looking for it, you can look up Help Spoonfed No More Get to London, or check out my video where I talk about uh, wow, I'm having a mind blank because I really have to pee. Um, check out my video. I think it's titled something like being the voice for mental health or mental illness in London, whatever. And in the description, I put the GoFundMe. I kind of made it difficult to find because I don't want to. I hate asking people for money. But people have been super generous so far. You're old enough to drop the uncle, you know. I know you're just being respectful. When I call you Uncle Aaron, you've always been Uncle Aaron. What am I supposed to call you? Aaron? No. You're Uncle Aaron. Okay. Um, okay. Okay, I'm at the French pedophiles. It's sounding weird to say it like that, but yeah. Gonna paint it in big, big, big. Then I'll put jwfacts.com, and then I'm gonna cut this bad boy out, and then hopefully I'll use it next to a cart today. Sorry, I'm very focused because I don't want to mess this last bit up here. You have a formal education in art or self-taught? No, pretty self-taught. I took oil painting lessons when I was like 15, but only for a couple months. And I did go to college for like a month before dropping out, and I was in an art program, but like I said, I was only in there for a month. I hope this is not Pedophiles. Okay, a little bit smaller, Rebecca. Yeah, so I wouldn't say I have a formal education in art, but I never want to. How long does an oil painting need to dry before you can roll it up? I'm using acrylic paint right now, which dries almost instantly. Every word except for the before last one that I did is dry right now. However, I'm painting on top of dry oil paint. Oil paint takes forever to dry. It takes days, if not weeks. Different colors take different amount of time to dry. So like red will take longer than brown. Brown will dry almost immediately. It'll dry within the day for sure, whereas red will take, like I said, weeks to dry. And the thicker the paint is, the longer it'll take to dry. Sometimes it's taken months for some of my paintings to dry because I'll make it very, very thick, and you can tell the middle part is not quite set. It takes like months, if not years, for it to set when it's like a very, very, very thick paint. Probably not years there, probably more like months, maybe a full year. But yeah, when the paint is thin, it takes days to dry properly. But this is acrylic paint. You're welcome. There's all different kinds of paints. Oil is my absolute favorite. Because it takes so long to dry, you can blend the colors so nicely. I love the smell of oil paint. It just smells so natural. And I love the thickness of it. Like when you have oil paint on your paintbrush, even just scooping some with the brush, that like little bit of resistance that the paint gives you, is probably my favorite feeling in the whole world. And the same thing when you're putting it onto the canvas, it's just like a bit of resistance because it's like a thick paste, but it's just rich in pigment. I absolutely love oil paint. I love everything about it. I love working with it. I love the smell. I love the texture. I love the look of it too. The vibrant colors. You can do so much with oil paint. And you can just do layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. You can always paint over everything you paint with oil paint. You might need to wait several days for it to dry, but you can always paint over it. Whereas like watercolor, you can't paint over it unless you paint over it with a different kind of paint like acrylic, but then you're just covering everything up. With oil paint, you can paint over, but you can make the paint almost translucent, so you still pick up the colors in the background. In fact, there's something in oil paint that's called fat over lean, which is where like you can mix oils into your oil paint. What if I accidentally write the wrong letter? Trust me, I've been double checking everything before I do it. That's why I read it all from the beginning and I check where I'm at, because I've been very careful to not write the wrong letter. But yeah, fat over lean in oil painting is the concept of so you can change up sorry, now we're at O. You can change up the consistency of your paint by adding oil to it. So there are all different kinds of oils you can use. Um, and it just makes it stretch farther, it makes it glossier, it makes it, the more oil you put, the less pigmented it is, so it's more translucent. So when you do fat over lean, that means your first levels, your first layers of paint should be lean, which means less oil. So basically you use the raw paint. You take the paint itself and you build your background with it. And then once that's dry and you want to do your top layers, you then use the fat, so fat over lean. So you add more oil to your paint so you can like see the background through the top layers, and you build up your layers that way. So the more layers you add, the fattier you want them to be, the oilier you want them to be. Which is pretty interesting. I only learned that rule like maybe 2-3 years ago. But I've been oil painting for like almost 10 years now. Um, and so I definitely was not using that rule. I can't stand it when my paint is diluted. I like it to be very, very, very pigmented. So I would never add oil to it. But once I discovered the fat over lean rule, I was able to do some really interesting stuff in terms of like texture and technique. Because you could still see my whole background layer, but I can build on top of it with these almost translucent layers, and I can decide what level of like opaque to translucency that I want. It's fun stuff. I love painting. Can you guys tell? Painting is messy, but that's what I love too. See? Especially because I'm a lefty. I have paint on all my stuff. In fact, do I have it handy? No, I don't. Whatever, I'll show that later. I'm sending Bella to you. Yes, Maggie, when? Did she get a passport? I want Bella to come hang out with me, and we'll paint and party, and I'll show her the sights, and we'll have a grand old time. She's gonna come back a new woman. Yes, I am left-handed. Protège les pédophiles. Alright, we're halfway through the word pedophile. She just got her permit. We're working on the passport. Awesome. I can't wait to have Bella here. Please send her to me, Maggie. That would be great. Amazing color. Yeah, I'm really digging the colors on this one. Honestly, I just kind of pulled this canvas out from behind a big stack of canvases. I didn't even realize it was there. I haven't touched it in so long. It's probably been a few years since I've actually touched this canvas. But this is like several different layers of work too in the background. So that's what it's because it takes so long for oil paint to dry. I'll often like just do a really abstract random background and then add to it later, like irrelevantly. Yeah, my uncle Aaron and both his children are also left-handed. Pretty amazing. Make this more bold, because we definitely want this letter to stand out. Okay, next we need an H. ILES. Oh, this is gonna be just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Wonderful. Yes, I chose this sentence because I found that when we were in Warwick, this one sentence, when said verbally to the townspeople of Warwick, I felt it hit the hardest. And it made people ask the most questions. If I were to just say, like, Jehovah's Witnesses are dangerous or whatever, they would listen to what I had to say and they would walk away. But when you mention that they have policies in place that actually protect pedophiles, it really gets people curious and they want to know what those policies are, how it works, and, they want to know if I'm telling the truth because it's kind of like inconceivable that a popular, well known organization would have policies in place that protect pedophiles. So people really, uh, people really I think this statement here that Jehovah's Witness policies protect pedophiles gets people thinking and gets people asking questions. It's not even like there's a lot of pedophiles in the organization because that's not a shocker to anyone. Everyone expects there to be a lot of pedophiles in a religious organization. But for the organization itself to have policies in place that protect those pedophiles, now that is shocking. That's what makes the whole JW2 witness rule thing shocking. It's not the fact that there are pedophiles. It's the fact that they're actually protecting them. It's wild. Wild. I seriously have to pee at this point, but I just want to finish this sign. Alright, 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 alright. It's almost done. It's almost done. Yeah, two witness rule. It's nuts. Nuts, I tell ya. Okay, I can't mess this up now. I'm at the very end of this thing. Don't mess up. E and the S will go right here. Wonderful! Check it out. It's not done yet, but almost. Almost. Can't wait. Silence is kind of nice. Do this S, then the pedophiles is done, and then we can do jwfacts.com, and this whole magnificent sign is finito. Okay, do I have room for jwfacts.com? Let's check that out. I need to go over some of these letters so they really stand out. Okay, fasciner témoin de Jéhovah, protège les pédophiles. I definitely have room for jwfacts.com, and it's going to be the biggest thing on here. Yeah, lots of room. That's such a good title, jwfacts.com. It's very to the point. I like it. I like it, I like it. Ooh, we're running out of paint. I hope there are people out with their carts today, but oh, it's Saturday. For sure there's going to be people out with their carts. For sure. I see them on weekdays all the time. Why wouldn't they be there on a Saturday? I hope it's Saturday. Must be Saturday. Yesterday was Friday. You guys are busy discussing the two witness rule. It's interesting. It's frankly pretty mind blowing. What I don't get about the two witness rule is the victim or the alleged victim considered the first witness and you need a second witness, or do you need the victim and two other witnesses, so technically three people? Does it have to be two people or three people? Victim plus one witness or victim plus two witnesses? Can anyone answer that? Please? Because I think I fudge that up sometimes. It's either. Okay, so it's one witness then if it's either. Three people total? That's what I thought. But that doesn't make any sense. There have to be two witnesses to something, not even just one. I think I'm making this jwfacts.com too big. Don't know if it's going to fit properly. Balance. Oh, I need to go open the door. It's hot in here. Balance. Oh, I need to go open the door. It's hot in here. Oh, wow! The sign looks so pretty from far away because it's so colorful, and then the black just stands right out. I love it. Love, love, love it. Whoops. FACTS.com. Okay, make it a little bit smaller, Rebecca. C T S dot C O M. Oh, that's gonna be just great. Acrylic paint smells really good too, by the way. It smells similar to oil paint, but it doesn't have that like nutty, earthy smell that oil paint has because of the natural oils that are in oil paint. Yum, yum, yum. Uncle Aaron, you work with acrylic paint, right? When you do your hockey sticks and stuff? I think so. Okay, we're almost there. 4 letters left to paint. And then it's actually done. Come on, Rebecca, you can do it. We're at the home stretch. Let's go, Rebecca. How about stencils and spray paint next time, Rebecca? No. I like it to be in my handwriting. This is a piece of art after all. Okay, we're at the .com part. 2 letters left to paint and then it's done, and then I get to cut it out. One letter left. Are you guys ready for this? The last letter to paint. Woohoo! Okay. Just gonna go over a couple letters here, make them stand out more in the word pedophiles, because it's gotta stand out. Okay, this needs to go in water. This, let's go with a paintbrush. Then I need to decide if I like it or not. Whoops, sorry guys. Ugh. What do you think? I think it looks great. I'm wondering if it's too many words, but people will just grab the, I think their eyes will grab the French or grab the English either way, but I'm wondering if maybe I should separate them with something. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. Yes, I should separate the French and English, because I definitely could, and it might, like, stand out more in the eyes. It's an easy read? Cool. I'm gonna cut it out. It's the best part. Cutting canvas. Thanks to whoever told me to paint it before cutting it. I highly appreciate that suggestion. Made my life much easier. Yeah, I'm digging the background too. I wasn't really planning on using like a real colorful background, but I just happened to have it handy here already painted. I love cutting canvas. Love it. I get to roll it up in my backpack. I'll make sure I cut it straight here because it's a little difficult. Come on. What's cool about canvas too, it rips. Why am I cutting? So I can roll this up and keep it in my backpack as like a mobile sign. Only problem is it's difficult to cut between the wooden frame and the canvas itself. It's very difficult. Okay, let's do this, Rebecca. Maybe if I just rip it. Yes. Rip, canvas, rip. Rip straight. Perfect. Yep. I won't bug the carts. I'll just stand next to them. Oh, I should paint all my signs. These colors are great. really stand out. Let's cut it right here. I think that would be perfect. Is this gonna rip too? Yes. Oh, it's ripping crooked though. Just cut it. Can't have it be crooked after all that work. Oh, it's looking so cool. Check it out. Oh, beautiful. Rip that. Rip that. All the way. All the way. Come on. Get rid of this. Ugh. Cut it off the canvas. Oh no, some of the letters are still wet. I have to be careful. Just cut down there. Ugh. It's too much paint to cut through. Like a big glob of paint. Plus it's oil paint. It's like rock hard. There we go. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, I got it off the frame. I know the canvas is being mutilated, but it's for a good cause. Check it out. I think it turned out really well. I'm just going to straighten up this bottom part here because I kind of just ripped it off the frame. Kind of cool. It's got like a bit of my art on it with the background. I wasn't really planning to do that at all. Okay. So, here it is. What do you think? Yeah, I love it. And then I can roll it up and put it in my backpack. Cool! I'm so excited. It's so pretty. It's prettier than I was expecting it to be. Okay, guys, it's been over 2 hours. I seriously have to pee. And I really need my first cigarette of the day, and I don't like smoking on camera. So, I will definitely tune in later if I end up going kart crashing, because I'm excited to bring this bad boy out and put it to good use. So, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. This is really fun, and I think I'll do some live streams more often. Have a great day, and this is Rebecca at Spoonfed No More.